So if you've been following me so far, you'll understand that each of your landing pages will have its own unique URL or website address. And so the next big question is then, once you've built these landing pages, how do you drive traffic to them? In other words, how do you get people to click some link somewhere and actually land on your landing page? So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to teach you 14 ways to drive online traffic to your landing pages successfully. So let's get straight into it. Here we go. Number one, regularly post the URLs, the website addresses, to your own social media profiles. Your Facebook page, your LinkedIn profile, your Twitter account, Instagram, Google+, all of that. And note that I said regularly. One of the things that we know about online marketing is that repetition of your message is crucial if you want a large group of people to actually see your posts and if you want them to click your links. So, for example, every 2 weeks you might put a post up on your social profile saying, hey everyone, the market is changing fast, so if you or anyone that you know in my area wants an accurate assessment of what their home is worth, simply click here. And then in goes your valuations page URL. And I think you should be doing that kind of repetitive posting for each of your landing pages. Okay, so that's number one. Use your social media platforms. Number two, you should have a buyers list that you are keeping in contact with. This is why you need a database, and this is why you need a bulk email service like MailChimp, for example. Using a good contact management system like that can help you to segregate your whole database into groups. And one of those groups on your database should be buyers. So these are people that you have either met personally who are looking for a home in your area, or you've spoken to them over the telephone, or they have filled in some kind of online form. Okay, so just follow what I'm asking you to do here. Your one type of landing page that we've spoken about, the one that generates buyer leads, okay, with some kind of giveaway like an area report or a home buyer's guide or something like that. That landing page should be populating a database, because every time someone fills in the form, you get their details. You can then email that database in order to drive traffic to your other landing pages, your listing specific landing pages. And that is really powerful when you get a holistic online strategy really working like that. Okay, so back to the point that I'm making. You need constantly to be maintaining a buyers list. Now, however it is that you meet those buyers that are in the market in your area, the goal is always to get their email address and maybe their cell phone number, so that anytime you get a new listing, we can help you build a beautiful landing page for that property, and then you simply email out an alert to your buyers list to go and have a look. And of course, all they've got to do is click the link in your email, which will then take them to your dedicated landing page for that listing. Okay, so that's number two. You drive traffic to your landing pages using a buyer's list. Okay, then number three out of the 14 ideas, you do the same with a seller's list. Now, these are people that have said to you at some time in the past that they are thinking of selling, but they're not quite ready yet. Now, you do have such a list, don't you? I hope so. And you do have a system of keeping in touch with these people. I hope so. People who are not quite ready to sell yet. Now, why, you may ask, would you send a link to one of your landing pages to these potential sellers? Well, let's think about the three types of landing pages that we've been talking about. Now, if you don't know what those are, you need to watch the previous video. Firstly, the valuations landing page. Okay, that's the one that generates seller leads for you. Every month you could send an email to these potential sellers saying something like, hey, the market is shifting considerably at the moment in the last month, and so if you're considering selling, please let me help you get an accurate idea of what your home is worth now. If you'd like me to do that, simply click here, and then in goes your valuation page URL. Alright, second, remember the buyer lead landing page where buyers can download a PDF with advice for home buyers or an area report or something like that? Why would you want to send potential sellers to that landing page which is for buyers? Well, these sellers will presumably become buyers somewhere else. And so how about an email to this potential seller saying, hey, we're going to miss you when you leave our area, but I want to make sure that you are prepared for your house search wherever you are going to be moving. I've put together a little ebook on things to do when you're house hunting, and I trust it's a blessing to you. If you'd like it, you can download it here. Simply click and then the URL for your buyer's landing page. Okay, what that does is it serves the family. You're offering value so that a sense of reciprocity is building in that seller's mind. And when the time comes that they choose an agent for their own sale, who do you think that they are going to call? Okay, and then what about that third type of landing page, the listing specific landing pages? And you might be asking yourself, why on earth would you send sellers in your area the links to landing pages for other homes for sale in your area? And here is where we see the power of these types of custom landing pages for individual homes. Because every time you list a new property and we build a beautiful landing page for it with a Matterport 3D space embedded in there, you should be sending the link to other potential sellers on your database with a note saying something like this. Hey, Mrs. Jones, just thought I'd let you know that 11 Hawthorne Crescent has just gone on the market. Check out the beautiful custom-built landing page we've just created for that home. And then in goes the URL. This is a unique service that we offer to our clients, and when you're ready to sell, we'd love to do it for you too. Okay, so I've just given you a bunch of really compelling reasons why you should be sending potential sellers in your area links to your landing pages. That was number 3, sellers. Number 4, do the same with your advocate list. Now this is one of the things that I teach on my Successful Real Estate Agent seminar, okay, that you've got to have a list of about 100 advocates or people who are raving fans for you in your business. Okay, these are the people who give you the majority of your referrals. And so this is obviously a very good group of people to constantly be sending your landing page links to, because they will share them with others. Okay, let me just take a step back and say at this point that anytime you email any one of these people that I've been talking about, so buyers list, sellers list, your advocates, all of that, when you email them your landing pages, it creates an incredible opportunity for you then to follow up with a phone call. So you would call the advocate or the buyer or the seller and say, hey, I just wanted to check that you got my email with the link to that landing page that we've just built for one of our new sellers. It's a beautiful home and I'd love you to go and have a look. And if you know anyone who you think may be interested in the home, please let me know, because as always, I highly value your referrals. Okay, so these emails create a wonderful excuse for you to have personal contact and ask for a referral. Now, if you want to know how to work by referral, no problem. Jump onto my website when you're finished with this video and go and buy the Successful Real Estate Agent seminar. And because you're watching this video, if you want a discount, send me an email and I'll see what I can do. Okay, so that was number 4. Number 5, do the same, send emails with your links to your B list. Now again, you'll need to watch my Successful Real Estate Agent seminar to fully understand what your B list is, but basically this is your newsletter list. So there should be a big group of people who have joined your mailing list somehow over time, and in my view, until they unsubscribe themselves, they should stay on that list. And you should be including your landing pages in your monthly newsletter that goes to that database. Okay, that's number 5. Number 6, do the same with other agents. Now, I believe that there should be a group of other estate agents in your life whom you know, like, and trust. You like working with them. And obviously, this is also a great group of people to be sending your landing page links. Okay, so we're racing through them now. Number 7, do the same with allied service providers. I think that there should be a group of business owners who deal with buyers and sellers of property whom you are building professional relationships with. Okay, so people like lawyers and accountants, inspection companies, bond originators, garden maintenance people, security companies, irrigation companies, the list goes on and on and on. And obviously these are people, if you're supporting each other's businesses, who could share your links with their clients. Okay, good idea. Number 8, make sure your URLs to your landing pages are on your profile on your company's website. So whether that's your general profile or on each property's dedicated page on the website in case of those listing specific landing pages, so that people who are surfing your company's website can see your dedicated landing page links and click them. Okay, number 9, bulk SMS. Now, why SMS? Because I know that most estate agents do not use bulk SMS as a regular tool in their business. Well, did you know that over half your visitors to your landing pages will go to those pages using their mobile device? Okay, all of the landing pages which I build for our clients are mobile responsive, which means they look great on cell phones. So, if you've got the cell phone numbers of any of your databases, okay, these people that I've been talking about, your advocates, your buyers, your sellers, your allied service providers, etc., if you've got the cell phone numbers, you can include an SMS to those people when you send the email to them of the new listing or landing page that you've built. That way, they simply click the link in the SMS and their phone then immediately takes them to the landing page. Okay? If you decide to sign up for one of our plans, if you want me to, I can help you set up a bulk SMS account and I will show you how to use it. Right, number 10, make sure that your listing specific landing pages, okay, the ones that you build for each of your mandates, make sure that those URLs are on all printed material regarding that home, okay, like your flyers, for example. Now, you've got one of two options when you do that. You can either print the website address itself, or you can use what is known as a QR code. Now, you've probably seen these little QR codes on things, and they're used for quick scanning with a cell phone. And the idea is that people are more likely to scan a QR code, which then takes them automatically to the landing page on their phone, than they are to type the whole, long URL into their phone and try to get to the website. Again, if you get onto one of our plans and we build you the landing pages, I will also help you create the QR codes for each of your landing pages. So, question, how would you use these QR codes? Well, for example, when you list a new property and we help you create a landing page for that property, you could have the QR code or the website address, the URL for the landing page, printed on all your flyers, on your show house invitations, in your newspaper ads, on your for sale boards, so that someone walking past can just scan that QR code and go straight to the landing page on their phone. Now, if you're wondering about QR codes, there should be an example on the screen right now. Just download a scanner. You can pause the video, go to the App Store, the Google Play Store, download a QR scanner, scan the code that's on the screen, and you'll see that on your phone it'll take you to this page. Okay, I have created a QR code for this URL. It'll give you a good idea of how they work. Okay, that was number 10. So, use the codes or the URLs on all printed material. Number 11, get the sellers themselves to promote their home's landing page to their own networks and social pages. Okay, so explain to them how it works, get their feedback on the landing page, involve them in the process of building it, which we will do if we help you build these pages. We're happy to make changes after the first draft within reason, of course. Get them to take ownership of the process. Okay, the point with number 11 here is that once the page is created, you will then email the seller the URL to that page and encourage them to publicize it themselves. Okay, number 12, put the URLs of your landing pages on the follow-up emails that you send someone who has filled in a form on one of your other landing pages. Okay, this is slightly different to what I was speaking about earlier when I said you should email the buyers list the link to the landing pages, and I know it sounds kind of complicated, but here's how it works, okay? This is an automated process. When you create a landing page with a form on it, and someone fills in that form with their email address, for example, that buyer's landing page where they download the free guide, the software that we use can then immediately trigger an email to that person. And if you become a client of my services, I will set that up for you. And the point here I'm making is that that email that is automatically triggered is the perfect opportunity to send that person any other landing page links that you think that they may be interested in. Okay, it's all automated. It's beautiful. Then number 13. Okay, second last one. YouTube. In my research on property search traffic, one of the things that really surprised me was how many people use YouTube to search for property. Weird, right? I mean, you'd think people are using YouTube to watch music videos and instructional videos and product reviews and that sort of thing. But it is actually a major source of search traffic for area information and property tours. Now, here's another stat for you. Did you know that people spend 35 minutes a day on Facebook? Okay, which is why point number 14, that's going to be the next one, is how you can use online advertising, Facebook and Google advertising to promote your landing pages. Okay, so they spend 35 minutes a day on Facebook. People spend on average 15 minutes a day on Instagram, 2 minutes a day on Twitter, but listen to this, they spend 40 minutes a day on YouTube. Okay, so what am I suggesting here? Now just stay with me. If we build you a landing page for one of your listings, for example, and we do a Matterport 3D scan for that property, or even if somebody else does the Matterport scan for you, doesn't matter, we will still do this. One of the things that we'll do is we'll turn that Matterport space into a 2-minute video tour of the house with a little video that you produce on your cell phone up front before the tour, introducing yourself, after which you then usher them into the home, and then we edit then the little Matterport video into that, and then they go and do the beautiful walkthrough that we can produce from the Matterport footage. Now, why is this so powerful? Well, listen to this. Studies show that listings with a video received 403% more inquiries than those without. So what we'll then do is we will upload that little video that we make to YouTube with a link below it to your landing page. That way you can also catch some of the YouTube search traffic for your landing pages. Okay, then that leads me to the 14th and final marketing idea for how to drive traffic to your landing pages, and that is online advertising. Okay, paid traffic, especially Google and Facebook ads. Now, I've left this till last because I think it's got huge potential, but it's probably also the most complex of all of them and the most difficult to get right. But I believe it's worth it. Did you know that 96% of buyers use the internet to search for a home, whereas only 50% will ever attend a show house or an open house? Okay, and Google is increasingly becoming a dominant first stop for people when they search for property. Okay, they don't first go to the portals. They go to Google first, and then from the Google rankings, they then click to one of the portals. That's why the portals spend so much time and money making sure that they rank high on Google. Now, obviously, Facebook is also another huge opportunity for online advertising. Did you know that if you know what you're doing on a Facebook ad, you can target audiences of people based not only on their location, but also, listen to this, on whether or not they're thinking of moving house? Now, don't ask me how Facebook knows that, but they do. And you can target those people. You can also target people based on their age group or their demographic or their income bracket. And so you can target any buyer type that you know is disproportionately likely to buy in your area. So you can get very targeted with who sees your Facebook ads. Here are 2 courses which you can get for dirt cheap on Udemy, but which are brilliant. Okay, you can pause the video now and just copy down these 2 URLs. The one's for Google advertising, the other one's for Facebook advertising. You can buy those courses for like $10 or 150 Rand or something, and those will really help you with placing your ads on both Google and on Facebook. Okay, let's bring this whole training video to a close. I hope that these 14 ideas have been valuable to you, and I hope that they've given you a really good sense of what is possible with landing pages and how you can drive traffic to them from multiple sources. And if you'd like to work with me, I look forward to working with you.